There you go. Now watch it finish left. This one's going almost 400. 380-ish. Not bad. Hey, what's up, guys? Long time no see, I know. I'm on a big hiatus from the social media game, especially with YouTube, but this year, 2023, I'm really going to be hitting it hard for you guys. Today, I'm actually out here with the Neutron Rhythm. The flight numbers on this are 7, 5, -2, 1, and I'll show a quick second. Hope that's not blurry. If anything, I'll just toss it up in the corner, figure out how to do that. Don't know how to do it yet, but I can figure it out. So these, in my opinion, they hold the line pretty well. They're pretty torque resistant. I think for most players, they are going to be fairly torque resistant off the shelf, but even once they beat in a little bit. I've been throwing these for a few weeks and they're still holding the line pretty good for me. I like them in the woods for the most part, between 320 and maybe 360. They're really good to get that good speed on it. The 5 glide really helps it keep going. And you don't have to throw it so hard because it has that good glide in order to hit your accurate lines for that distance in the woods. So I'm going to try and keep these on a little hyzer. And there's a white, looks like PVC pipe out in the middle of those two baskets. You should be able to see it on the video. If not, I'll put an arrow. But I'm just going to keep these on a little hyzer flip and watch how they hold the line and finish right around that area. So these are actually different weights. The blue one is 173. This one is a 171. It flips a little more and is a little more floaty, but they both do the job pretty well. Threw that one a little higher than I wanted, but you can see it went about 300 feet. There is a little left to right out here from this side to this side. It's about a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind. You can take that into account. And I usually throw about 450 max distance, so right around 3 to 360, like I said, 310 to 360 is the range that I like these for, because you can throw them smooth at that distance. This is the 171. I actually turned up into that one a little bit, but you can see it just hold the line the whole way. It flipped up right away and just held flat. That went probably about 330, 340. I'm going to grab those. I'm going to try and keep them on a flat line for the next shot so you can see them drift right a little bit, and then we'll go for some Anhyzers, all right? All right, so like I said, I'm going to try and throw these ones a little flatter out of the hand, let them drift to the right a little bit. You'll see they still have that reliable finish on them at the end. It is a little bit of a left to right here, so hopefully it doesn't take them away from us. Wow, I think I released it flat. Might have had a little hyzer, but that held. Like I said, they're pretty torque resistant. I didn't really pop that one, so it's definitely not going to pop up as much as it would if I really hit it at more like 85–90%. But still, you can see holding the line pretty well around 300 feet. See if we can get this one a little flatter with a little more zip. And this is my 171 to keep in mind. There you go. Now watch it finish left. This one's going almost 400. 380-ish. Not bad. So you can see they're pretty predictable, pretty reliable. It's a -2-1, but man, they hold the line pretty well. Maybe it's because I don't throw that far. So I'm going to go grab those and then we'll do a couple Annies, all right? So the first one that I threw, where I was trying to throw it flat, but it felt like it had a little hyzer. When I went down there, it was about 30 feet past the 300 mark. And the other one, the first set that I did, when I kept them on hyzer, this same disc was about 310 in line with the same position. So when you do throw them flat, I think I did get it more flat than I was thinking for the second set. So when you do throw them flat, they will carry more than you expect, but they do have that reliable finish. All right. So now I wouldn't normally throw this disc on an Annie in this kind of wind, just because I think it'll get pushed more than I normally would like to see. But also there aren't any holes around here that I could think of that I need that line for with this speed. So that's probably why I wouldn't use them on that line. But they should hold if I come across the pad, release them here, maybe here. They should pop out here, be moving, and they should finish a little bit back towards the line at the end of the flight. Little bit, yeah. So that is the 173. Then we'll look at the 171. Ooh, watch out now. Don't trip. Yeah, very good, very good. So you can see, they, even though they are the -2-1, where the last number is the 1, you already know that. Just say it for people who aren't as familiar. But you can see, even though they don't seem to be that stable by the flight numbers, at the end of that flight, they're still finishing left, even with a left to right 10 to 15 mile an hour wind. All right, so we're out here at the course now. We're at Evergreen Disc Golf Course, which is one of my favorite courses nearby. It's pretty wooded, so it is really good for showing you guys how these work in the woods. This hole's about 300 feet. It does play up to the left. I like to go through this side, and it plays up to the left about, it'll play more like 330 because of the way you're getting there. There is a sidearm line here that I don't like as much just because of the low stuff, but I'm going to try and get these on that smooth line that I was showing you guys out in the driving range, and these should get on it pretty good and finish left. All right. That's going to be perfect. So we'll be able to see that later. We'll keep the video going, right? All right. All right. That one was the 173. This one is 171. So it might flip up and go a little straighter, but we'll try and keep the hyzer on it. Uh-oh. Oh, not bad. Got it a little fast on that one, but it did hit the line pretty good. It was a little wide and a little fast, which is not good for that lighter weight because it does like to flip up and hang straighter. And like I said, this hole you want it to push left. So let's go see where those are at. All right, so this was the one that I hung a little wide. It actually hit these trees and kicked in, so it ended up all right. And then the first one I threw right here, so you can see they are consistent even with different weights, even a little bit off the line. They just hold it pretty well. So if you throw the Neutron Rhythm on a hole like this, good chance you might get a birdie. Ugly, but it's a birdie. It's hard not to get a birdie when you throw the rhythm on a hole like this. Alright, so we're on hole 8 now. This is another 300-foot hole. It's kind of a common theme for parts of this course. This one does push to the left a little farther, so I need a little bit more hyzer on it. And I think you'll see that these actually skip pretty well too. Actually, you're not going to be able to see it, but most likely you won't be able to see it. But I'm just going to keep it on that steep hyzer, and I'm going to hope for some good skip, and don't want this one to push too straight, so I really want to keep it on that hyzer. Like I said, this hole's about 300, but because it's going so far to the left, it should play about 330-ish. Right. I'll probably move this one up. Nice, not bad, not bad. Almost got a little too straight with that one, but you can see they hold the line pretty well. They're getting up and gliding. Really nice. Great disc for the woods. That was the 173. This is the 171. Almost identical. Almost identical. Yep. If you don't speed them up, they're going to be about the same. Even though the second one's 171, because I'm not throwing it more than 75%, it's not going to get up to that flat and push straight at all. All right, so once again, pretty consistent flights out of both of these. You can see that this fairway is kind of peppered with trees along the line. A little bit of a poke and hope, but you just got to put a good line up there and hope it gets through. The first one obviously got held up a little bit. I'm not sure which tree it hit, probably that one back there, kicked over here. But the other one, you can see, actually squeaked up and made it in there. I'm pretty sure if I had thrown this one and that one another time back there, they'd be almost identical or maybe flip-flop. They're just really consistent, like I said, when you don't speed them up too much. All right, a little bit of work to do on this birdie. Looks like I'm gonna have to come to this side of it. Oh, branches, 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 branches. So we can at least say that if you throw the rhythm, you got a good chance at having an opportunity to birdie. The putt's going to be on you, but if you put them close, then it's easy money. So hole 9 now. This hole is a little shorter. It's about 275. It does play a little tough at the end because there's a big log in front of the basket that you actually want to hit in front of and skip over. There's a low ceiling and it does fade up to the left, again with some trees peppered in the fairway, so it's a little bit of a technical shot, but I think this disc is really good for it because of that glide and that good skip at the end. That one probably hit the log. We want a little bit more hyzer so that it can get down quicker and skip. See if we can make this one do it. Little less hyzer than that. Yeah. This is that log I was talking about that you want to skip over. It looks like my first one actually got over in the air, which is kind of lucky. So, like I said, making the putt is up to you, but if you throw the rhythm on these kind of holes and you throw it controlled, you're going to have a shot. Thanks, guys.